tangig. Kas, pisting nyawa.
Si Kas.
Okay, nagakas.
Saan mo? Wala.
So, pag... Diyan sa top right, oh, kanang override camera, kanang ano. Pero, direct kanang na broadcast ban sa gilid, kanang murag na ABS-CBN. Na, click the English.
As long as they're able to stand in the hits in, they can have the heroes brought to them.
Kira man?
Absolutely. I finished up his Aghanim's, and once they get this timing...
Lag, lag, bitaw ba sa Dota na siya
They're checking
pakitlas.
for wards. They drop essentially to block the ancients. They know the PA is playing in this area. Unfortunately, they just made the wrong guess. So you either here are going to assume that he's at the two camps up in...
Ay, auto-aim, ay, auto-assist ba?
Yan lang, nagalag no. Nakikita ko ba? Tapos makita itong nung.
Ay, ginoo ko.
Ay, ginoo ko. Narawa-aragot. Kita na yun. Tatad na kay Giri.
Ay, awa, nag-stream, dyan yung animal, dyan yung piste.
Play na yun. Ay, awa. Sorry. Ay, lag, mamay kayo. Tama kay
Bot. Bot ni mo, ay, labot. Shit ka. 56 sa pakitlas. Oh, kato nilagang Dota.
Why is the map in? 2 seconds from Skewer. Clint?
Giglim spot.
Skewer back?
Gipirahan. Giskewer. Gitulak. Gisumbag. Gipira. Tuwara. Ianday. Isipa. Tuwa ni sumbag. Pagyaw.
Mamatay. Bagan ko eh. Pura magigyan ka. Bayani. Ay. Bayani kasi yung balaya.
Isa lang ba yan? Nagapuan na. Hinganda na to. Ansaw. Storm Spirit na. Wasik. Ana. Nas mapa. Inunda yung aha mo. O dito kaya sa under kilo ang Spectre ni Sumbag na ista ng nagpuno ni Pilit na ista na ang Rubik sig pangawat murag silingan. Nangawat og kamunggay. Ang invoker ni Dagan murag si Aba nagidagop sa pulis sa una. Dagan.
That was beautiful. I love the way Nothing to Say played that team fight. He recognized that if this PA is dead, there's no damage coming out of the spirit.
Naman low.
Trading his license down is really what I need to
murag si Giri nadakpan.
You'll see a lot of
Naman
tinker
low.
players, you know, like, I'll die. But he recognized that my death is worth it if I take the PA with me. Just beautifully executed their
Last registration. Ruil-ruilan, no?
Bay, kinsa na voucher dra baligya bay. Phoenix B.
Ha? Unsa may?
Voucher ba may kaila
Ah,
baligya.
wala. Tan-or, Mikila.
Tanarwig Gusta doy. Tanarwig Gusta doy.
Yeah, Mira.
Asa man to si
knows there's no stuns that can catch him here, so if there's no Skewer on the Rubik, he's not going to get caught during that.
Wala to.
We have another big interesting item coming up. There's going to be the Holy Locket for the Undying. And
ang banoy nagbatid mo
once he
kabad.
has that, okay, we have
May buot.
Kasi macho daw no kaya tragot.
Alright, yummy man
You're
siya.
gonna heal. And with
Ayat
Tombstone
na
and the way
yan.
it functions, you just spawn a bunch of extra units. So you're almost going to get that maxed out dispersion.
Ako,
Steals
sir.
incredible in the team fight. I feel the LGD drops really coming together now.
Absolutely. So in a way that we just from the series.
Oh, sinumbagay na po. Dilo pa na. Spectre ang invoker ni Dagan. Murag tanong na nakop ko. Pas-pas kay kagos mo. Hasta ni Dagan. Dagan kayo. Nag-lag na ang screen mga guys. Buha na may kabalong sa nita po. Turaan, Magnus. Tirada. Pirti na ka lang.
Ay, lag kayo. Alin na grocer.
26 ng Packet Plus. Lami.
Lami.
Lag bitaw kay Draban. Masa clashing. Maski nindot kag internet. Basta sa dra ka magtanaw. Pilit kayo.
Dili kayo. Wa manigbo.
Sa mga guys, igot to mga isa ka caster. Kaon sa ko.
The hill comes out. He is trapped in the Saxon, trying to run, but the Thunderstrike finishes him off. TP's coming in for Spirit. Why? Trying to dive in onto Yatura. Another Soul Rip. Healing Y up. He's going to stay on top of the PA, but the hits come out. Yatura takes him down.
He's able to get away. Oh, that was close.
See if they can pick up Mira as well. They can. Nothing to say. In with the laser. And out he goes as well, picking up the action. 2K lead now for PSG LGD. They're starting to break down Spirit.
Yep, they absolutely are, but a very, very important item is about to come into the game, and that is the PA BKB. He's 100 gold off of it, and he's going to have it in the next team fight. And the way this changes the game is the Tinker can no longer just laser the PA and force him to reset out. Yatoro's going to have 9 seconds where he decides what he wants to do. And if those 9 seconds get him the right kills, that's going to be everything they need in order to win the fight.
And during that time, you know, Yatoro, where's he looking first? Is it sort of this Tinker? Does he have to just commit onto nothing to say to eliminate the threat from the rest of his team?
I mean, the ideal scenario, right, is that you kill the Tinker with the PA BKB, because the only thing really covering you against the Tinker is that BKB. Once that BKB runs out, you're going to see the Tinker lasering you, rocketing you, refreshing, laser rocket again. So the ideal scenario for him is he's allowed to meld and kind of hang around the fight as it breaks out, and then once the Tinker commits in, that's when he jumps.
We've got a smoke coming in from PSG LGD. They are very ready to fight. Especially with Arme's heading back to base to reset. He's ready to shadow step in if he's needed.
Tombstone on the high ground.
Yeah, Collapse is just TPing out. Excellent kinetic field from Eposhka. Stops them from being able to chase in. Put a stop to the escape here from Spirit.
Looks like Spirit might want to chase into this though, but they should recognize that Tombstone's been dropped on the high ground, and it might be a hard fight for them.
I mean, Toro, he's going to commit with the BKB. Just goes to work straight away onto Y. He should be able to get this. Yeah, Y's dead for sure. The crit comes in. Y will fall.
LGD are hanging around though. They recognize the importance of this BKB.
Yeah, they've got a bit of a window now to maybe punish if Spirit stick around, but they won't. Back behind the tier 2 tower, Spirit will hold back.
Yeah, it's a tense game. This BKB really is going to be important, so using the first 9-second charge for the Undying, it's okay, but it needs to lead to something, you know? This opens up some time, this gives them some time to farm. Hopefully they can deward some of the vision that LGD are playing with. And if they manage to do these things, and they can reset the map to a position where they can farm up and they can get to the PA shard, and they can get these items that the PA needs in order to punish the LGD draft, then it's all good. But if those BKB charges get wasted for support kills that don't lead to more, then it's problematic.
Ondoy the Magnificent. Ondoy the Malevolent. The treasure of the Women's College of Davao.
Won't be the quickest though, and already actually deciding that they don't want to spend any further moments committing. Spirit potentially around the area, and they are. Spirit more than happy to fight. Link RP at the ready. Big old Sarah for PSG OGD though as well. Horn good to go again for Arme. Few hundred gold away from the Manta style as well.
Yeah, Y leading the charge. All he needs to do is get that Tombstone down before the fight starts, and he's going to do it as soon as the smoke pops.
He's going to pop it down immediately to see what he can find. It will just be Mirror. The Shadow Realm and the TP out will get him away from this, so now no Tombstone for the fight.
Yeah, but he does have a level 10 talent. This was recently added, the minus 15 seconds Tombstone cooldown makes less of a committal when you use it.
Toronto Tokyo. He's going to end up walking in.
O giya to si Kopong nidagan giya sa Rubik ang Rubik tuwa ni tira ni hapak ang Spectre. Pakar.
Just standing there in the middle, Faith Beyond finds a very tasty surprise.
And now they are open for a Roche kill.
Had that Tombstone ready, he would have had that ult ready. You could have seen LGD potentially poking at the Roche, but what they ideally want is for okay, they actually already do have the Mantle on Spectre.
Huli
But
lakit
that
ba
is a
no?
big Roche kill.
Tumiyana ka
Once you
na.
get Mantle on Spectre,
Hello?
you have the Death
Wali ko namot
Sword,
eh.
damage to the Roche, and then it goes on very quickly. But they're happy with the pace of the game right now. They're happy with how it's playing out. Shard finished on PA.
He's coming across this tree and he knows that nothing to say is playing here behind the tower. He's going to try for the catch, won't get it.
Apit.
Goes for the attempt, but nothing
May
to say
gani,
out
may gani
of range.
nakaipto mo sa nina o nadakpan stanod.
And power stolen by Rubik as well, by the way. So the Spectre is now matching the PA's farm speed.
Tago sa sagbutan.
About 2k in it at the moment between Arme and Zoro. Definitely having that ability on their side as well will help him close the gap. Online
Malaki ulo ato 900 manggoro. Ulo pa lang.
Yeah, intense game. Both teams just holding their high grounds, understanding where they're strong. Neither of them willing to fight into the other team's vision. If you look at how Ryan's positioned, he's standing right outside of that ward until he's ready to run in.
Skin na niya.
So they want to fight this Spirit. On the low ground, Tombstone dropped.
Oh, ban disengage na pud ban.
They retreat.
Yeah, I think this is a very intelligent
Basi-
thing that
basi
LGD
din ba?
recognize in this game. They've been dominated in vision for 2 games straight, and they feel like, you know what, maybe they're better at warding than me. How do I solve it? Well,
Oh,
take care of the
giskewer
defense.
back ni tira ni hapak. Ni RP
Hello?
nagpanagkuha ni static storm nagtangit ang PA nagkabigibig. TP out po ng isang Magnus. Oh, mabuhi pa.
Wala. Kubuhi. Kubuhi.
Oh, thank you, just
Easiest
barely missing
money
the
of my
RP on
life.
the PA there. That would have been a massive
Uy,
mistake.
namatay,
But
Mark.
you see this from Spirit, right?
Wala.
As soon as
Yeah,
that
wala,
BKB is
disengage
ticking
man.
low, he has to TP out of the fight.
Uy,
They know
namatay.
exactly when to sort of just get out of there.
Yeah.
They get their kill, they get their trade. They know not to push it for anything more.
Nawala sa mapang Belgica. May antog talong mo police station na Manlaw sa.
Manlaw
Yeah, absolutely. Yatoro's
Okay,
playing this game
Kokong.
excellently. But I do worry once this BKB starts sticking out.
Dakpan.
Tinker's closing in on a hex, right?
Kadeso
So
ni
even
Kai.
if they're potentially jumping on him, it's going to be hard. You see Yatoro's also buying that Desolator.
Wala,
It's not a
hindi ba
basher.
dahil ba?
It's not a tool item that will allow him to necessarily
Pwede,
kill the
ito pa
Tinker
nga.
if he has that hex.
They're going to go for the roach now. They know there's no RP.
Paspasan boys Bloodseeker eh.
Yep.
So if they have the damage to take this out and see if Spirit still want to try and make a jump into them.
Yeah,
Wala
between the
namatay
laser,
kayo.
the
Saan mo
Manifold
napagpatay
Spectre,
dyan eh?
the Undying damage,
Quite nicely timed. Roshan is very
O ano
low.
po kaya ayaw mong storya
Is
ba?
there any potential
So
for a
good na
steal?
mo
yeah,
nga.
absolutely. Yatoro might go.
He's not able to get it. He's not able to get it. Arme gets the kill. The Aegis on the Spectre now. Spirit, they've got to be cautious.
So,
Yatoro pops the BKB.
Naparo,
but he's already been
wala.
burnt so low.
Patay ang ano,
Tigers put the
patay ang
round
PPA.
in PSG LGD.
Dakpan under na sa ilalom sa ward, Magnus na Ingo, daga ng duha, murag ikukudog tanod, o buwan na kita.
so heavily before he
Bloodseeker
can
ba?
get the BKB off there.
Buga ko.
Yep. Excellent
Ako
team
rin,
gameplay
ito.
from LGD right now. They're banging on all
Bloodseeker ni
cylinders.
mo na wa ng
We
luod.
did not see anything close to this in the first two games. PSG LGD
Ikaw,
finding
ang
their
niyab
confidence,
narapan,
their
isin,
fire,
Bro,
as they're
magbuwang.
hitting back
Ibalik.
hard here in this third game.
Yeah, absolutely. I just feel like the way that they've
Ah,
approached
grabe,
Vision this game
13K naman
is just
net worth
so
ni Ame.
smart. I think this is what they were
20
missing in the first two
28
games.
minutes
These tools
na.
that provide them with vision
Super.
and the adaptation to recognize that is
Wala pa
amazing.
ganyan na item na pumpapaspas sa farm, but
This time round,
matayo eh.
too
Kita eh.
overbearing from Arme and his illusions.
Ano na rate mo no?
Mali ato niya eh.
All right. So for the side of Spirit here, I think it's getting increasingly difficult. You're starting to
Gawin
feel the
yung
pressure of the
Spectre,
Tinker.
murag si
You
Undoy
recognize
sa
that, you know
uno.
what? There's that hex.
Ba?
There's that
Biyaan
negatives,
ako ang
and
computer.
once my BKB's out, I'm not really sure how to
Oh,
fight in
kasabot
this
yung
game.
iba.
We haven't really
LP
seen
man
Toronto
siya.
Tokyo
Lo
this
prayo
season.
man
He
to
hasn't
ban.
really
May
had a game,
gihatag
so
siya ha.
This Tinker pick from
Kalo.
PSG LGD is played out
Oo,
beautifully.
lang yun.
It's
Wala
definitely
lain ba?
turning into a game where, when you look at the farm on the course, a
Wala hero.
lot is on Yatoro's shoulders, whereas on the side of PSG LGD, the wealth
Yeah.
very evenly split
Murag
between
kontrolado
Nothing to
man
Say
kay mapa
and
sa ano
Arme,
ba?
both of these cores,
LGD.
and it just in
This is
combination
okay,
with one
Tinker
another.
man,
Spectre,
ma'am.
Tinker,
Marap-
nobody wants to play against the good incredibly farmed one.
Kuwara. Nakawas
Wow.
like RP deo.
He's in, using the RP to catch Yatoro completely
Ayan,
off
bro.
guard.
Iya sa ubig ko eh.
He wasn't ready for
Nakalit
that
kan.
at all.
Yung 1, 2, 3 ba? Mo pun kay si Roping mo pud diri dai no land
Joe
dai ni.
crashing down on the Bloodseeker. They find him in return. Mirror
Delete.
busted in position here. Wyatt trying to look towards him, but the field holds back the Undying. Mirror gets away. But a quick move there from Shinkyu.
Yeah, there's
2
still the
minutes
Hog
ang
ready
ano.
though if they want to look for more.
Ano
See,
ako,
jump
nalakpan.
over the wall, trying to
Ah,
Tokyo.
engage
He's
na
out
po
of
do.
luck.
Kita nga ni.
Igaw na sa Dark Willow, igura mo yung Shadow Realm ba na tapos TP out ba?
Labay-labay,
The
Mark.
teamfights are just so hard for Spirit, and
Oh,
especially
katumurag
if Yatoro isn't
kuan-kuan
there
niya
to
itong
play the fights for them.
itom gud siya.
Bulak-bulak.
They really need him. What a beautiful initiation
Nalagan
from
eh.
Rubik there with the RP. You know, whiffed the one earlier up top, but gets the more important
Wala
one
yung
in a bit.
makapugong sa inato.
I mean, they're down 8k at the
Okay,
moment.
tara,
You want to
How on
ma-hit?
earth
Dito
do
may,
they
di
just
ba?
approach any
Mm,
sort of
dili,
team
itom siya.
fights now at this stage with the Spectre just
Pi out
jumping?
Nga
Into
po,
their
namalong game,
faces.
Ibinigyan na kayo.
And as you say, the vision, the counter
PAO,
abilities from
nalilitaw yung
PSG
malong game
to
ni.
just disrupt
Wala
any
na,
sort of
walang
move
game.
or
Kaya
a
rin.
jump that Spirit are trying to make themselves.
Hold
Ano naman po
It
niyo?
seems that this time round, Spirit
Game
they're the
naman
ones
eh,
in the
6 minutes
impossible
naman.
position.
Ang Team
Yeah,
Spirit,
I think they're
mag-gold
off
na rin.
balance, right? They've probably played this entire tournament playing off of vision
Yeah.
advantage.
No, grabe
having
ang pag
information
space
advantage.
grade
And
para
in
sa
this game,
PA
they
po.
don't. They have one Tinker Ward in an area where they can't really punish
Yes,
Tinker.
yun na.
That's far up top. They're
So
not really going to bring
good
their heroes to that side of the map. And then in the bottom area, the only ward that they have to fight around
Napula siya right
is
Tinker
also
Ward.
an area that you
Pero
won't
nakatam
really
na.
see
Bang!
LGD are
Ada
pushing.
Ito,
ko.
sorry.
Atos
Support,
into the rock.
Yeah, ang dying good to Mark.
Gani. Ito, uli sa ang isa.
Kunat Japon
And
na.
we'll get the space for
Di
Toronto
pa uli ang
to
isa.
stand his
Itawag
ground,
si mama.
the rupture to wear off.
Karon ka.
Looking for setup
Pero,
on the side.
nga
They get the
naliplo
catch
sa
up to Wyatt.
Willow.
Yatoro, he'll commit, jumps in.
Oh, wala.
Doesn't get caught up on
Style.
the
Wala
outside.
pa.
He's thrown, drops it, big
Wala,
hit.
nagabigay pa.
Yatoro
Naka-live steal pa.
survive.
Tukul.
Over to one Fabian he goes. He won't
Zero.
chase further. The Sunstrike just
Uy,
off the
hapit.
mark.
Ngayon, naka-side step.
Fabian will
Wah,
live.
ning Yatoro.
So will
ya,
Yatoro.
dili
That
pang
time
bago.
getting so close once again to being burst.
Oh, gulo
The
gito.
light still coming in big.
Look at
He
the
just
Victor
grabbed
in
that
nakauli.
Paladin sword before that
Tugo,
last
bigyan ng
play.
life lagi. Wala
Almost
ang
certainly
disarane.
saving his life there with a big
Ay.
burst heal through the crits.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Ikaw,
was- where
life
did that
steal,
healing come
neutral
from?
item.
I did not see that
Okay,
coming. So
damage
yeah,
to
that
the-
does make a lot of sense.
Kay lifesteal.
And you, he gets that second hex off. That's the one.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
play.
scary.
It's really coming down to those micro decisions that you make in these
Paglaparo
team
ba
fights.
na po,
He thought he could
balik
get the burst
sa-
damage out in time.
Life,
It seemed like the wrong choice this time around.
Hindi siya mag-MKB, no? Since yung decision sa yung life.
32 minutes in, PSG still incredibly comfortable position. Look at the map control as well. They've only lost one tower so far in this 32 minutes.
yeah, mga
Very
wide
impressive
placement
control
eh.
and just sort of
Home
forcing
game.
Spirit to almost play a different game than they would have wanted to. It was clear that Spirit came into this
Sunduga daw
wanting
ng
to deal
anong
with PSG
ay
the
nawala
same way
man.
they had done in the first
Ni
two of this
Toronto
series.
Tokyo mark ba
It's
sunduga
not
ba.
worked this time. Spirit,
sa
we're going to
camera,
have to
oh.
see something different from them. But something that we have seen before in previous series.
Yeah, parang dulit kayo, no?
Not something
Mid
that
man na siya, di ba?
necessarily brought out today.
Yeah, and if you click on
Oh,
Yatoro,
ganang
you're gonna
dulit
notice that
ang
he's feeling the pressure of the Tinker. That is a
Kina-
refresher cue.
Kinahanglan manula
If you
ko.
think about how
Kamera
PA
ni
works,
kinahanglan
that's
manula
really
ko.
mainly for the BKB. He feels like
Okay.
he needs that extra duration of Black King Bar in order to be survived.
Manakuha na
Mas
rin.
gindota ba, mas gindota
It's
nga
really,
na
if it
dula.
works out, this will be a genius item.
Sayaw.
I'm really interested to see how it plays.
Sakit na yung buot na nang style ang ginula, pero kaya sakitas mata.
Focus around the mid lane here for Spirit.
Sa duol de kayo de.
Trying
Oh,
to
Nandul
play
ka
by
mo.
why he put his courier on the hill
Kwan
to
mo
scout
Uy,
the
ang
ward.
magkandro.
Collapse.
Word
It's
sa
going to see
word.
the jump on him, but immediately the telekinesis comes out for Jin Q. Catching Collapse in the combo.
TP out dahil, no?
Collapse will go for
Buhi
the
pa.
TP out,
Ala,
but
Giuls.
Yatoro
Lugo.
trying to get into the
Tukul.
BKB. He'll turn over towards Army, but Army just jumping all over
Blood
the place.
Seeker,
Yatoro
uy.
going for the BKB TP
Wala,
out.
TP out. Okay ra. Isa rin na pitas. Napadyo buyback if in case. Huwag mo niya na gamit ang RP.
Trying to run down Toronto Tokyo.
Ingata ba?
The
Dili ko
Invoker,
mo-
just as
di ko
speedy as
makasipil.
himself, will
Nakalimot.
manage to break away.
What an unbelievable play by
Tukul
Watt,
lang.
though. He just put his courier
Tukul
on
lang
this
yun.
hill,
Mga
waiting
hinahingon
for
ng
that word to
bayani
come out,
rin kalit.
recognizing that if they
Ora.
smoke, middle lane
Kita
is
na.
And they're going for more.
Nagan chuy.
They're ready to try and get a
Ah,
jump
sila
onto
yun.
Yatoro, but Yatoro blinking
Dapat
straight over
i-end
the
na
safety
nila, no?
there on the high ground.
Kasi naglisod po na sila
They
ba.
won't get a
This is
further
nice.
catch.
Yeah, man.
PSG now now look to back off. Still
May
30
Magnus.
seconds without collapse.
Yawa kayo ng Magnus.
Isa kamali
Pressure's
nila ah.
on. We see nothing to
Wala.
say.
Tiwas.
Finding that Aeon disc. He was queuing up the BKB, recognizing though.
Lamang
the
na
problem
kay
is
sila, oh.
not really the magic damage. It's potentially getting locked down by the
No,
PA
is
and getting
a
bursted,
Dota
so
ban ba no?
Aeon
Kanang
disc will
makabuhi
solve
dahil
that problem for
kauban
him.
ba?
And their items are just gearing them up to not.
Sage.
Pinasage ba?
Same thing for Ame. He knows that PA doesn't
I-refresher
really
ba
want to
yun?
buy an MKB. It's not an item you traditionally see on the PA. It forces PA to deviate from his standard item build. So buying that
Wala
butterfly,
namang
Ili, kanang-
is gonna
kanang patay,
force the
Jud.
PA to play his game.
Na
And now
pinasage
the
ba?
PA is suddenly reacting to the
Ay, red.
factors that
Yes.
instead of the other way around.
Red King
What do
aga.
you do in this situation now, Yatoro? What is the call with this
Oh,
next
I
one?
know.
Bench pull.
It's a hard decision, right? And this is
Pero
what
pila
LPL
laman
are doing
ka
so well. They're
seconds,
Ay,
forcing
oh,
diba?
you
pila lang po
into a
kasi. Kasi
position
nang
where you
buhi
might
dyan
make
na
a
buhi
mistake.
ba? Ang
Maybe he buys the
makahapak
wrong
kinabuhi
item.
na
Maybe
Murag-
he now decides to
murag
go for the
buyback
MKB,
pa.
but then his BKB is too
Bench
short to
pull.
fight.
Ay,
Or
wala mong
you're
sarili
just
pa to.
making this problematic for
Yeah,
Team
sarili.
Spirit. You want to make it as
Kaya
hard
mag-
as possible for Yatoro to do what's right.
He's even thinking about the Ags as well.
Uy,
Kung mapili na sila dire, wala na no.
Wala na. Tapos na. Abi na ako,
Yeah.
18 ilang
Difficult
ano,
choice.
Dota
I don't know what
Finals.
everyone is.
Tingalo 17 man. 1 million.
Ugma ba?
We'll see if he does either.
Ungloid.
Tough place to play
Imagine
from.
na good.
Yeah.
Kau ganina pa na nagdula ang kuan.
Both nothing to
Team
say, and
spirit.
Arme's power just continuing
Uy,
to
yan,
grow.
And we've
Kuan
talked
ba?
about this a lot, but you know, Roshan's about to spawn.
Momentum.
Heroes start moving over to the
Momentum ba?
top side, secure that area.
Nagapos.
Y already has the ward down. Notices there are no heroes there. That means we
Antay.
know where Spirit are. And
Warm
Alsa-
up game pa dito.
Alsa
Itong
dayon
two
eh.
games.
Siguro.
Patay
Warm
na
up
ni
game pa to
Nigalsa.
sa kuan.
Ala.
LGT.
With a blink,
Ayaw,
same
ay.
concept
Ala,
from the
patay.
Postula. Disruptor will
Pangalok,
die.
kagkuha man eh.
Yo, reaction
Oh,
time
sorry,
dire.
this is a bit of a spooky place to be.
Tara.
Yeah, they'll have
Heals
a-
up.
a
Swasa
poison and
manip.
immediate CP, they're
Lot,
not messing
kung
around.
gawas to nun ba?
They know how
Wow,
quick
niggas fucking
PSG is going to
active.
be with these responses.
Tuwa na hilo.
Cliff,
Mongoloid.
nothing to say, he's
Ganda.
quite happy to
Irig.
join him.
Taka ragato.
Gara kay ka.
Not really quite sure what was going on there. Maybe he was attempting to de-ward while he saw the heroes bottom. And
Wa
saw
na
that
guro ni
he was
tanaw-tanaw sa
on the
mapa no.
But Roshan has
Ay,
spawned.
sige, nagtanaw
TP
eh.
ba? Dili ba kanang nag-TP ba? Murag kabalo na sila.
This
Diretso
Rosh is gonna go down extremely
Wala
quickly
na
as
ba?
soon as zombie
Double
attacks
click
over.
lang.
50
Dito uli.
seconds without collapse.
Diretso na nila.
Unlikely they're going to be able to do anything without him alive. Is there any world that they buy back to contest this?
Pati ang wala nanulag duta ba mo na
I feel like based on the way they're
final.
positioned, it might be hard. So the buyback option
Lingan po
probably
na mo
Ayos,
bro.
ayos, tanawon.
Tanaw po
It
dya.
seems like Yatoro now has
Ah, nagdulog duta ba pero dungog king live ba.
He buys the appropriate
Ikaw
item response.
pagkaon.
Go for the nullifier.
All right. So many choices, and Itura, he's got to make the right one.
I think
Ah, pwede,
Team
tinker
Spirit have
yun eh.
recognized that as long as this Tinker's alive,
Siguro uli,
there's
Mark.
no way that we're gonna win the long fight. And we're
Yeah,
gonna
uli.
constantly
Uli,
force the TP out as
mana,
soon as Yatoro's
uli.
BKB ends.
TP na po.
And for Team Spirit, I think the way that you need to fight here is you need to set it up in a way where you initiate,
Para
force the
makauli
Tinker to
pa,
show
no?
himself, and then have Yatoro go in.
Mali ka
And
na.
at the same time, flip side for Team Spirit, I mean for PSGLGD, you know that your four-man is stronger.
Ma-short
If
kag
both
mana,
Yatoro
baktas
and the Tinker
lang
stay
ka
out of the fight, you have the advantage. So just don't
Makita
show
kayo
nothing to
sa
say too
Tinker
early in a
ni
team fight.
Miracle sa una
Allow your
din,
team to
ah.
play the game 4v4, and then come in and
Okay,
beat
to
the
sa una,
PA
kaya naman
sequence.
tong well,
Unsay way?
emergency ba? Kako agmana.
Ay, katong ano, tong road fountain ay click name mo.
Oh,
Useful error
fountain.
here for Team Spirit at least, where
Karon kay
they don't
atan
have
siya
any
dito.
Kato kay in case of emergency jud to dagan na tanan.
head-to-head whilst there is the Aegis
Tubo yung
army.
light ba?
Di man
And for the
di man
first time in this
tumaguba,
game,
Mark, no?
Spirit has
Guba.
finally been able to establish some
Ay,
sort of
maguba
vision
din.
in the bottom area of the map. We noticed them doing this time after time. When
Wala,
they fall
wala.
behind,
Latak
they
ko,
like to
latak ko,
take over the
sabay ko.
enemy triangle. They feel like
Magani
it's a comfortable place for them to
yun.
fight in. And even in this game, you notice it. Here we go again. Up
Mag-away
into
ba
this
yun?
radiant triangle, or dire triangle.
Click.
Gigamit.
Kaya nga no daw gi-pop daw nga. Chara isa.
Wait for the Tinker to show up.
May
If the
na lang
Tinker comes
giwala,
that way,
toy.
You're gonna be right on top of him. But it seems like nothing to say is played. Plenty of Tinker
Pasa
games.
ka
Ito, no?
item sa
Samok,
ano eh.
ito kita sa una, no?
He's got a lot under his belt here, not
Flashing
to say.
gun, tama.
Sabay, sabay ta,
Oh,
sabay.
mate, a quick jump over to the bottom lane, adding another kill to his scoreboard.
Sabay.
9, 1, and 15.
Yo, sa Spectre ay siya.
Yeah. And
Kita
interestingly enough,
nag-item
he's
ay
gone for the hot
37 minutes pa man.
25.
O pa yun siya item na
Alo, TP tanan.
Attempt of a play, Yatoro is going to get caught out by the
Ulo
bash.
ko.
He's got to get out of
Patay
here.
isa.
Over the BKB TP
Ay,
and the
ang buwan,
disarming
BKB
is down
out.
for the Spectre, so no chance of a bash. As Yatoro
Long game
will
din
get
na
out
ba?
the same, not to be said for
TP,
Toronto.
TP.
There was nothing to say. How's his number?
Red Bull
Nothing to
man
say
din
is
Team
really
Spirit
turned
dayo.
it up this game.
Lamang
I mean,
din
I'm
ang
really
kwan,
impressed with
guys.
this Tinker decision
Spirit
making.
day.
It's just
Oh.
very, very intelligent. Has
Zero,
not
may.
a single time farming lanes, I think.
Das
And the way
game
he
na lang
does
na.
it is beautiful. He knows what to
Last
wait
game
for. He
kung
knows what to
gaog
look
ang
for.
Team Spirit.
This is a
Toronto,
completely different
Tokyo.
PSGLGD
It really is.
compared to
Basta
the
guro
first
niya
game.
nakuha ng pangalanan ano. Di sig taga Toronto siya tapos na siya lahi taga Tokyo siguro no.
In the series
Siguro,
before
Toronto.
this run.
Nagdako siya sa
In the
Toronto.
upper bracket.
Pero na siya relative sa Japan taga Tokyo.
They were knocked down hard in the first two games. so
Anime
they've got
lover
the
siya.
people
Anak mo rin ka ba? Anime
Ah,
lover.
model,
if they
model.
could somehow
Connect na po
regain
ninyo.
that control. It's not an easy
Aba,
one to
yan,
win,
like-
as you said, for them. The
Alangan,
pressure
kinsa man day, kinsa man
incredibly
ito ni
high
connect
and
og
they will not
kwan,
accept
Tokyo
anything
na
less than
server
first
kung
place.
nag-Valorant sa una.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aban.
We have another
Just
fight brewing. This is the
ikaw,
only side of the map that
Alam-
works on.
Favorito ba
Sarap
yan?
lang
Take this team fight.
Favorito ba yan niya ba na anime
Really
kay
curious what
One
fight they're
Piece
gonna
ni
look
Human
for. This is
Junia.
the one, I think.
One Tokyo. Kaya
One
One
Piece.
Tokyo.
Ayos na ba yung One Piece
Can't go
karon?
on
Ano,
though.
mo?
The Aegis protects
Gi,
him.
masangin lang yun si Aban. Amo kiso ato ban. Matik naman guro tong Mikal.
Ay, automatic man to.
Matik man to. Wala pa man tong update sa balo.
But yeah,
Langin
if you
lan.
think about the
Pilit
mentality
nung
of
Abon.
Tokyo, no?
coming into this game,
Abon, anime
pressure
mo.
is definitely on them.
Bujud.
I mean, Johan and Seth talked about some of the backstage.
Angel,
What they saw in their expressions. I'm
Pangit
sure this
ka daw
kind of
kwan
momentum
oy.
for them is huge.
Valorant sa una.
Pangit.
Gihawak ang server.
And it's
Lag,
something that you
magkataguro
need
sa
in order to
Hong
win
Kong,
TI, right? You
nagkaroon
need to
sa
have that
Tokyo.
attitude of champion.
Dili
Lolo.
gani. Wala oy mo pataka ra tong pili.
BKB was still see the jump from Armin.
Nadakpan,
nadakpan ang inbo.
Ah, boy.
Eh, oo, so kwan uy.
He's playing with so much
Tingnan
confidence.
ko,
kay
in this
Collins
match.
lang
I
ba?
was talking about how
Damage
you need to
eh.
wait out for the PA, but
Sabi kayo mong support
there's
inana ang
no
mga
way
ano
PA is
ba.
bottom here, and just full
Kauban.
points into their base.
Abot ng click
Look,
ba?
I'll sacrifice my life.
He is incredibly farmed. He's gonna
Sige.
finish a Bloodstone too, or an Octarine Core, sorry.
Baan ninyo na.
Pag nawala mo momentum gamay sa Team Spirit lang, hinay man sila.
Warm up game pala itong 2 games.
Sa
quad.
Ah, sa-
Sa LGD.
Wow.
Lugos man sila pugong nga ni.
Lululula, nawala, namali.
It's not going to happen. Forced back to the fountain. As PSG LGD, they've got all the space in the world.
No,
to
alam na
push
sila
it
isa ka
onto
core
the
po
tier
dahil wala
three.
man din Bukirino.
Can Team Spirit get them out of here? There's no buyback on Toronto Tokyo. Still down for
Napos yung
30
Ginso ang
seconds.
ano,
And with the out
ang
mirror as well.
Di man
They'll
katarong
have to,
Tinker.
by the looks of it, at
Di man
least let
katarong
one
mo,
set of
ano.
racks go down here. There's no defense to be had quite yet for Spirit.
That's so hard to fight into this tombstone. You saw Yatoro kind of thinking about it. He was looking for that
Wala,
potential
hindi sila
wraparound,
talaga.
but recognizing that, you know what, my team won't be able to support me. Even if I can catch the Tinker in the back lines, I don't
Piat mali.
have the power to kill him on my own.
Pipiat na le, pata.
How much money? He's got 6k. Gold in the
Ilang
bank
ko ba?
here.
Murag si
Nothing
Mark
to say. He
Mukwan
can
ba?
really start picking up
Ade
whatever he
ka
wants
kaya,
now. Just filling up those
Ay
inventory
diloy,
slots.
kanang limbawa ba, ikaw player.
Yeah,
Ya,
absolutely.
lamang kay
Finish
mo
up that
na,
Octarine
last
core,
game na
just
pa
wants
dyan.
the mana pool.
Si Piat mali mo.
Hilak, mangita sa kuhan? Valorant?
Who?
Si Piat mali.
Momentary pause here.
Pipiat mali. Mark, nagyaw-yaw sa ko.
15 to 30.
Okay, wala.
24,000
simple
net worth lead
instruction,
for
right,
PSG
puling,
LGD.
yawa.
The numbers looking very good for them right now.
I have a hard time. I'm trying to think of scenarios for Spirit. It feels difficult to find a way to do it. But I really like this choice from
Live.
him. I think this refresher could be
Right
genius.
na
It could just be the thing that they need.
Kapuriya
The
yun
problem
eh.
is, even if they get these kills
Gilo
right
mo
on
lang
the
ng
defensive
tugod.
team
Wala
Spirit,
lang po si
it's
Sonic na
just
wala.
You kill these heroes, they're buying back. They're
Dagan na
putting
nagyaw-yaw
over,
ba?
They're haunting
Limbog
in,
ganyan,
they're
ano eh.
stepping back into the
Wala.
action. Killing them once
Wala
is
tayo.
not going to be enough. PSG LGD will use
Lah,
the opportunity
nga
to
tayo
get in
ng lagi mo.
and destroy
Ay,
you,
kagikan.
even if they lose a core at the start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're totally
Yeah,
right about
paloko
that.
na
Yeah.
yun eh.
That is why
Hindi
they
ka
are so
mag...
far ahead, right?
Ang
They
lagot
have
man
all
na
these
part at
options,
tumark
they have
kay
all these
atong
tools,
kuan ba?
but anything could
Naka-view
potentially catch them
tatanan
off
sa
guard.
iyaha.
Yeah.
PA refresher,
Yaw,
we've
galihok.
seen that. I think once that BKB runs out,
Naglaw na.
expect
Kagod,
the team
eh.
to blink in to be ready to hex. And if he gets a refresher off,
Naglaw na king
if
gan.
nothing to say didn't click on a PA, that could mean
Ano
a
ba?
death.
I mean, it would be
Kuha
quite
mo ng
something
pantong.
if
Yaw,
this,
yaw.
this build does have the impact.
The chuyo eh.
This daog
Ang
man,
lupad.
Daog.
But will it be enough? It seems like
Pildi
a
may
pretty
ito. Yung
big
kalimutan
loss
to.
here when they're as down as much as they are in this game three.
Pildi to ba?
Katong nangihi.
Parehas man to sa
As
left.
a player in
Di
this
ba mo man
position,
tumark?
these kind of
Really?
Kauban na
pauses,
tong dulaan.
Lagi PE din na daya. Binagtiro ng blade.
it throws you off your
Well,
momentum.
for who? The team that's ahead or behind?
Naunsa naman.
Arcana.
I'd say for both, I think
Mo ba'y
it's really
pinaga
sad for both sides. I
sinaunang
wouldn't say it's like, oh,
Ridger
Spirit's
na
winning
to
and
diri o
but
kauban
when
mo
you
pa'y
are
wala kailag.
playing like the pressure, you're playing with the way LG are, your mind is so zoned in into thinking,
So,
what are they doing
DC
now? Where are they
lagi na.
moving next? How far could they have potentially gotten?
Ah,
in
basi
the time
nangihi.
that it's gone from me last seeing them on the map.
Nangihi
All
na.
these small micro senses that you have.
Na, si Aban pa na. Kung
shows on
tuta
the
player
top
na si Aban,
and
nasa TI. Lusot
15
na niya yung
seconds
utin
passes,
sa
you know where
baso
you're
ba.
approximately
Imnanan.
because you know how
Kaya
fast
na
you're
na
moving.
niya o.
Everything like that is thrown off by this kind of pause. And that's why usually
Lain mo na
if
si
you think
Aban
about
doy.
it,
Basta
after pauses
ihion
in
na.
pro
Kaya sa
games,
bintana
you
mo
see
siya
somebody
mangihi.
getting picked off or somebody making the wrong
emergency.
judgment call. And it's because these like micro senses that you're used to playing off of gets thrown off.
Nya ang baho ana ban. Langhap sarap kayo ban.
Games such
Aw,
Magdala
baki na
mo
mo lang.
ganda,
Here
na may
as the
kuan,
grand
tawagan
finals.
na eh.
The international
Tawagan na
10.
eh, chlorine.
Spirit.
Chlorine.
See up 2-0.
Emergency ano ba? Toilet.
As
Emergency
this
ra.
game 3 goes, looks like
Dili
PSG
emergency.
LGD will be able to stop the
Karon guys,
potential
nagkulan man nila Aban
clean
guys.
sweep
Nada
there for
isang
Spirit.
effect sila ha.
I just really hope there's no initiation in the next 30 seconds after this pause. Because that would really suck for both sides.
There we go.
Pwede.
Ready to get the action back on its way. Ladies and
Para sa
gentlemen,
ihi.
I can feel my heart pounding without on calls there.
you know how the players are feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
May pag di nila napatingog eh. Tama.
Yeah, looks like hopefully there's
Papuhag
no
Russian na
initiation here.
infuse.
So
Everyone's
we
pretty,
survived the pause.
pretty far away from one another. Yatoro,
Courier de ay
recipe
di
away from
Russian.
the refresher, so certainly want to get that done. Ideally, maybe hit
Mahal
the
kito ban
25
ba?
if you
90k
can
guro
before
to
the next
captain.
fight is forced.
Yawa.
Which talent do you take?
90,
The coup de grace,
30, 40,
right?
50
More
nadra.
damage.
Mahal
The
na,
tripling
basta
slicing
mga
dagger
infuse
might
na
just
mga
catch out
BB
Spirit and
Russian.
one-shot it while you're not paying attention.
I feel like the coup de grace might
Pinakabrato,
be it because
tong
you just-
tag 200,
you
pero wala
I mean,
effect.
I wanna you're right into the
Russian lang
refresher.
galupad.
You're not maxed out on the damage,
Katong i-jubot kay
Yep,
barato.
you're
making sure that the crits are hitting
Manok.
harder. Could be
Absolutely.
pretty essential if you're Torek. But then again, the triple is nice if you know like mega creeps are going to be coming in. If you feel like you're losing some lanes of barracks, you need to push back out. So
I'm also thinking for the team fight, right?
Nahack
We
ang kwan
know
ba?
that Yatoro has to wait out.
Spotify
He can't
ni
fully commit straight at the
6ix9ine.
start,
That's
because then
true.
he'll be forced to waste his BKB.
Maybe they
Tika
don't
siya.
have,
Ano
of course, the empower. You know, the
Oh.
triple stifling daggers with the
Ang
empower
picture
on them.
kay
That's
Pulihan.
pretty nasty.
Ah, is that nakuha?
Quick fingers from Toronto Tokyo, but he's
Putin.
caught.
They've got to catch him.
Ay,
BKB
Wala,
trying
patay
to
ng
walk away.
invoker.
See if he's
Yawa,
gonna
juga
make it.
ng
He's
Elsa
been
sa
ruptured.
Rubik jud eh.
He's going for the TP out, but the
Boom,
BKB
ulo.
comes to
Ayos
an
pa
end.
lagi.
Oh,
And so does
man,
his escape.
wala.
He'll try and hold them back with a tornado.
Yo,
There's nothing
tawa
more
kayo
to
ng
hold
Elsa
them
sa
back with.
Rubik. Bay,
Victoria, he's
kugiging
gonna be
mo
the new
man.
focus. Standing
Sige
solid,
kayo.
Mosca down into the trees to try and
Makabali.
stop the chase.
Ay,
Yeah,
yun mo
with
ka.
the
kuwan.
BKB, Yatoro will manage to make it
Kaya
out.
kuan,
Mosca as
masyad
well
sa
in the trees,
kuan,
hidden
pig,
out.
makalimot ko sa
TPs.
Pislip.
Yeah, beautiful reset there from Team Spirit. I actually thought they were
Pampa-disable man,
way
di ba?
more
Ay,
titles,
disarm.
but quick fingers from
Dili,
Yatoro,
dili.
blinking on top of
Dami
Mosca.
lang.
Sa una,
Great team play
miss
there,
man na,
Storm to
di ba?
cancel. Tinker potentially
Charge
chasing
niya.
from
Lahi
the
po to.
Dahil pa, ay,
So yeah, he has taken the
ang
chance
ganyan,
here,
kuan.
amping up the damage.
So,
Kita niyo,
Goal
Mark.
for that refresher of just a few hundred away.
sila naman.
I'm so excited for this.
BBC.
refresher. I'm gonna
Some
be
sort of
honest. I
big
just wanna
brain
see
play
it.
comes out.
Exactly. I want to know how it plays out. And now he has it.
He does.
Gago man nga
Immediate
ni.
smoke up.
They would have seen him building, of course, with the perseverance.
Pero
but it's just a
nabalik
question
naman.
of whether
Nabalik
nothing
ng
to say
original.
in particular
Nakita na
is
akong
ready for it to be
screenshot.
complete for the next fight.
Wala man
As you
lagi.
mentioned, if he's out of position, he comes in with a second round of BKB and nullifier. It could be deadly.
Yo, ay, naka-refresher ang PA.
And a man on his tinker who's had a
Hindi
pretty
Hindi
free
siya-
game
hindi
so
siya
far,
ma-short
jumping
sa
all over the
mana.
place and
Netherlands.
bursting down the lineup
Dili,
of
Max.
Team Spirit.
So, mutubong man na.
BKB finished on
Aga
wide.
na.
La.
This undying is not easy to
Sugo,
bring down.
daga na ang daying yung takian mo dyan.
Alex is positioning as well, just
Hello, ganahan
not
niya.
getting a chance
Nagkais.
of Spirit being able to make a move from their triangle.
I mean, the problem really for Spirit,
Dying.
like, how do you kill the other heroes? If
Patay na
not
patay
PA,
sa'yo.
PA can't commit on them. How does anything die?
Nawasak na din kwan.
Iwatang yun ako sa
You're
ano sa
feeling very
Dota na
comfortable.
ako kaya ang
Nothing
champion
to
kay
say,
OG.
I'm more than happy
Taga
to
ko eh.
farm up sort of their sixth
Okay.
item.
Wala.
Kasi magibutang ban. Di ba namali man ka?
The orchid into the blood
Ay,
thorn
ubus
in
na, di ba
for
to?
Arame.
LGD.
Magpili-pili, di ba to?
Getting
Oh,
close to
pili-pili.
having the comfort of
Bracket,
the
bracket.
overwhelming blink, maybe even holding on for his
Oh,
buyback
Mali
as
ka
well.
butang sa champion.
Oh,
he's caught.
He has been caught here. He needs help and he needs it now. The BKB comes out.
Kita eh.
Has been ruptured though.
Isa kayo nag-vote sa
Not much
Spirit,
that he can do.
no?
Arame leads in with the
Dito
illusion,
ba?
surrounds him. No
Ah,
way for Yatoro to get
Patay
out.
eh.
And of course he
Hindi
did
mabuhi,
sprint up
sakit yung
on
kayong
the
damage
refresher,
niya,
so
Ami.
100 seconds, no buyback on the
Pure pa
BA.
sa pure.
Partida
Pero
yun eh,
blade pa dyan.
MTB.
Yep, LGD
Partida
firing
o
back strong.
MTB.
What a catch from Faith
Sakit man ang
Beyond.
damage siya. Spec ko eh. Skin wave.
Ay na po.
And then I
KB
feel
or
like it just
unsay.
all ties back to the vision. This game, PSG LGD had vision. They were playing on even
Sakit
terms
sa tanaw
for
ng
most of the
tutlan.
game. And
Hello.
Oh, collapse.
Ay, galsa. Mas
But the
pasa
counter's there.
galsa.
Zinq with an instant lift.
Ipanday na eh.
Oh,
As it's another
Pasa
corner
kalsa
of the
sa
game,
Rubik, eh.
collapse and Yatoro.
Gwapo
No
Predict
way
guru niya to, Mark.
returning for this defense.
Hala.
Oh, naga
Skewer.
skewer pa niya oh.
Mirror also
Patay ang Dark
blown
Wheel, oh.
up outside of the base.
Wala mo ito ng
3
tayang
down
gad.
on Spirit.
Way na buhat. Type GG na ba?
GG.
that's gotta be
GG
so
na na.
satisfying.
Wala, paspas na yung damage
for
oh.
Zinq.
40.
After that mag,
Wala na siya labot, ginahit siya.
And now finally he gets to do it himself.
Ah, sa Rubik eh. Gwapo eh. Position ba yun? Nadala. Di yung kudra dapit ba? Ako yung unahon. Yawa kayo.
Boom.
Ikaw na ho, may
I mean,
respect.
this is what
Gani.
the PSG LGD fans expected to see from
Ingon
them
na lag. Amoy
in
matabang.
this grand finals. They just took a bit of time to
Ah,
turn
lagi?
up today. Needed a bit of warm up. The first two games, that was that. But this game 3, full
Eight
power
yan.
here. Even just into the base.
Patay eh.
Just killing
Sulod
off
na
all
eh.
the Poshka.
Sulok kailangan.
Yeah,
Di na
LGD are playing
mabuhi.
with such confidence.
Bitaw guba,
So
bitaw
at the
kayong
same
spec
time,
eh. Basta makaano.
Whenever they need to
Spec.
slow
Ay
down,
siya
you know, they're
maka-spec,
doing it.
makaaga.
Oh, the immediate roast
PK,
on.
ano wow.
Nice.
Goal kayo.
They're very happy
Mo
about this,
tro
I'm sure.
pwede mo siya motipi ko
Nothing to be done
mo
about this from
blink
Spirit
blink ko
whatsoever.
dragon.
Partida,
Fall
wala na yung
straight into the
dito.
hands of PSG LGD. As we'll see, poor old Maposhka
So, sulok
has
kill.
tried his best to defend against the creeps, and then
Tuk,
suddenly,
tuwara
an
iyong
army
wala
appears
na
on top
yun.
and disappears as quickly as he appears.
Wow, ano no?
But the job is done. Maposhka taken
Pas
out.
eh.
No
Na, nanay
place
shard
is
ang
safe
Rubik
right now
ko.
from
Bantay
this
din. Sige, si Ame mo alsaw na.
And the
Pareha
Rubik
juga
gets
ang
the
alsaw.
Aghanim's shard or scepter.
Wag ka mata.
Probably one of my favorite Aghanims in the game.
Sinsya
It's always
na.
a great feeling when you have it as
Buwang
Rubik.
kayo,
So
pili na ba?
one of the cool things about this that I don't think we've ever talked
Hindi
about
ko
is
yung
when
tinoyo.
you spell steal and most
Pangit
teams aren't
talaga
aware that
ng
you have
click
an
ko
axe,
dun.
they kind of think, all right, Rubik uses
Yan,
it. You
so
hear
kasi
that
mag-isip
sound,
na
and then you're,
napakalapit
okay,
na
I
eh.
can
Let's
use
see
my
yung
spells
bata
however I
ni.
want. But with Yags, that throws it off.
Sabi,
That just makes it
okay.
easier for you to get those
Paghilom
skills that
sao.
you want to get. So, highly doubt
Paghilom
Team
sao.
Spirit be ready for this, but to be fair, they've had a lot of time to sit in the base. Usually what you do during
Ganahan
this
ko
time
na
is
set
you
sa
start to discuss
Magnus,
everything.
makapa kaya na
What
yung
is it
likod.
that LGD can do? How do they approach this fight? What are they going to be looking for? What are we
Ba't di
looking
ginahan
for?
siya
What
ba?
are our objectives
nakuha
here?
na.
Which heroes do we need to
Tara,
go on?
tara.
What spells do we need to save?
Hala.
All these
Ah,
things
gito
Wala.
should be
ganayo.
discussed for Spirit.
Ah,
And they
git
should have
no?
a structured fight in
Gagi
mind,
dili ka.
because you can predict what's going to happen.
Valorant.
Nawaray mo.
I mean,
Di ba kay
40,000
magkuro
gold
dula
down
dito
right
balik.
now.
Hala.
Spirit.
Bumabalik na.
PSG
Ay,
LGD.
tuk 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 tuk.
It looks like a
Di kay
pretty
na kuan ba
Pretty
naglit
smooth
in ng
sailing here to the
premium 8
victory.
million.
Is
Yawa.
there really
B1.
anything
B1
the
tama.
Spirit could pull off whilst this far behind?
Ay laban.
Midlaner. Midlaner.
I mean, it's a
Si
matter of
Bugas
finding
Will.
a tinker. I really think so. Of
Bugas,
course, you can always win. In Dota,
Pili,
I feel like
minimum.
you always have the option of winning, and especially in late game. Yeah,
Ilong
there's
ba?
40,000 net worth
Kasi
differentiating you,
Takara
but
Grace.
there's no amount of net worth that will make up for a bad positioning or the clutch play.
Taga-ganahan as kamot
formations is
po.
really important here for LGD, and if Yatoro
Dude,
can find some
kita
sort of
kailangan
backline kill,
duo.
that could open the fight up entirely.
Ay, ang buti mo.
Approaching the final
Ah,
set of
hindi
barracks in the
naman.
jump in underneath the
Ay,
tier 4.
ay.
They're ringing him up.
Bang.
Wala na.
Ay, mabuhat ang
Sakit.
support ba?
He's gone. Glass will try and jump in with the skewer back onto her.
Wala dyan sakit yung kayong spec ba? Di dyan mapugngan. Kay Aegis pa dyan. Oo, way damage. Oh. Gamay ra kayo. Maskin pag naulan na siya kumayo. Masustain man niya. Eh.
Ay ano talagang kuan. Ano pa dito lang.
Sakit kayong sakita sa tinker. Oy, sigrag prehit sa missile. Lo, nagkukisilag HP pagabot sa fountain. Ay, di manta.
Mahul ko ng
Rogue
team
League,
sa
Bang.
Steps back to the safety of his
pabalik
team.
ang quad.
PSG still respecting the buyback.
Sabi tao no, mag-counter no. Kung is-skewer, Elsa ni mo ang imong Oban, no?
He's going to look to try and jump outside of the base.
No, kung na-follow up da. Ay,
Hala ka.
Back on the line, ground he knows, but almost trying to get in.
mo niyo ganahan. Okay na. Lolo, skewer. GRP.
Gisulod.
Na siya Aegis. Na siya Aegis. Aegis yan, Aegis yan, Aegis yan, Aegis yan.
Yan, ligis yan.
It's just the three of them, the
Gago.
people's coming down.
Wala. Ay, Giyuls.
Push naman.
The fountain, and it is in his own.
Ah, wala.
Lugo.
Skewer. Wala, Elsa.
There to stop the play.
Ano? Na-hex? Ah, wala. GG.
Fountain alive.
GG.
Lugo out, uy.
Scored.
Waa sa
PSG LGD
Tinkerino
will
eh.
take this game 3.
I love Dota so much, Owen. That was so
Nakatol na ako eh. Katol ba?
You got the skewer into the fountain.
Sunog po ni nga ba, no?
Fountain.
Nalot na ba?
Flip the skewerman again.
Yawa.
But no,
Ika.
the Yules.
Dami ka na feeling ba?
Skewer, and you pull out a hero.
Dami ka na feeling ba? Abi ni magpildi na mo.
I mean, they
Yeah,
were
they're
right up
busy.
until the end here in this game 3, Spirit, but they were too far behind. PSG LGD. I mean, this is them looking phenomenal.
Si para na yan si Abon sunod yan. Ah, you know.
After seeing the first two games, it was understandable to sort of doubt if we were actually going to see them get to this place.
Ah.
What they have.
Hindi mo ni
Namulsa din, no?
So hard here in
Namulsa
game
din,
three,
bo.
PSG
Namulsa din.
LGD.
Ito na ako.
In the
Ano,
game now,
boys?
Spirit, they're still up
Ano,
2-1.
Oh, yawa eh.
Senya, could this
Tudluan
be
ko
the
nun sila,
beginning
no?
of a PSG LGD
Right.
Madaog mo, mamulsa
I
mo.
mean, I absolutely think so. I think they identified a couple of really crucial things for themselves.
Sayang.
This is
Yung
not like
break
a fluke
tayo.
win. This is
Sayang,
not like,
dili na
oh, we just
sila
did something right.
sumunod,
I think they strategically
sumunod
understood.
ulit
We're getting
Ayo,
outboarded. We
uy.
don't have vision. We don't have information. And they addressed it in this game. I think they picked heroes that allow them to have vision in team fights. And that
Kumpleto
way they
ya.
had the ability to fight back.
3K.
Wow, well, there we
Sa
have
kuan
it.
no, sa
We've had
spirit.
two scary games from Spirit and now one
Yung
very
mga
scary
TikTok
one
na
for
video
PSG
to iba kay
LGD.
mga inani dyan
We'll
ang
see if
kamera
Spirit's
ba.
able to turn back up big time in the fourth
Ah,
game, or
sign na to,
PSG
Mark.
LGD maybe figured them out here at the all-important point in the grand finals.
Mag-tiktok na ka.
PSG LGD, they
Ito,
don't take
yung inani,
game
gusto
three.
ko kayo mangita og kuan na itong Kodak. Amot lang kung siya daot yun ani, kung daot pag yun ni.
No.
Putayag battery daw.
Wala man ni battery.
Ay, lahi. Lahi ang baterya na ba?
Kung man ni battery.
Ay, pag una na.
And you heard it from our commentary team.
Nanay battery oy sa baba.
Think maybe PSG LGD has figured something.
Ay,
Well,
kanin
I
dali.
know they figured one thing
Oh,
out.
lahi ang baterya
Let's
na.
have nothing to say. Play
Canon
on
Japan.
his tinker. He used to be a hero spammer on that hero, and he
Nay-update ang Oxy ba? Pangit man to eh.
Dali,
Bagay. Nay nag-leak mark. Katong sa update gud nila. Pangit man eh. Gilahi nilang graphics. O ang UI, pangit kayo.
Ito, ibalik nila inani ang sa kamera doon.
Naaman.
Lahi.
Na Mark. Fuji.
Fuji nga ni, mahal lang. Canon ba?
Akala
Bali, mura
nila
siya
na.
nahulog og mirrorless ba? Tawag ka,
Wala
kanipis
nang
bo.
Granada, você não sabe pra quem você ia morrer, velho.
Nonaon mo. Mas
nice, é bom.
compact pa ni
Vai ter, tipo,
kaysa
espacinho
karon.
ali que não tem, tá ligado?
É,
Lindot gani nga na gani. Ang nagbalik ko gana Fuji. Na jud sila yung nga na jud Mark. Pero digital lang gud Japon.
Honestly, on the draft panel, I think Seb had a
Ang
really,
nawong
really
lang,
good point that
pati
Collapse
ang
was doing this
settings.
game. Maybe you should have played the Magnus completely differently. Like maybe you
Sa
don't
likod
play
naman,
on the skewer
skills.
setup. If it's this hard, you could have taken a different approach. Maybe picked a different
Ano
carry that was
yun?
more geared toward solving the Spectre. They picked the PA for the break and for the high burst damage. Perhaps a pushing type
Click
of
na
gear
yun,
would have worked better here. Like
Kasa.
say.
Kaya
I'm
Tuyok.
actually surprised I still don't have. I
Valorant,
still
tara
don't
dula
have
ta
my first
Valorant
hair.
tata.
Ano, New
I
World
don't know
na
at
ba?
what age you get your
Nice
first
guy,
gray
bro.
hair, but I still haven't found
Oh,
mine.
sabot na eh.
RPG.
Vintage 30, classic
100.
50. Ooh, I like that a lot.
PvP, Jud. May
What
mga
about
tao.
40? 40 is just to
Wait.
like go fuck yourself, eh?
Monster Hunter, muna eh, RPG.
Ano yun? Wapo.
Sir, you are
Pinakapangit na
mixed.
RPG, ano.
We are seasoned.
Yung G, good na good na good.
Big
Di
mix
pangalan
doesn't mean
na,
you're
pre.
seasoned.
Ano saan?
30 to 49 even.
Yawa yung kasawa.
And then,
Bastos mo.
and then, okay, 60
Wala,
to
magbayaran.
70 would be
Pwede.
legacy.
Pwede.
Meron ako
That would be legacy.
Account mark.
I like that. Legacy.
Tinashi.